have so the debate is about to start. So I think let's first, give our contestant some space to think it over with their point first. Do you agree?
Yeah, sure.
All right, breakout room. Carlos, can you like specify your team and stuff?
Oh, okay, so
No, write it beside your name, man.
so who's my teammates? So we have John, we have wait,
Yeah, just add just add
just John and Khánh. I don't know if Ben I just know it's John and Ben and Khánh were in. I don't know if Khánh Gia were in. No.
Oh God. Already I can see bad teamwork. Thanks. Just add just add whether you're affirmative or negative beside your name. That's all right. So I can create the breakout room.
Con hỏi các em đã hiểu về cái guide với là hiểu về cái tiêu chí chấm chưa? Nếu không con phải giới thiệu qua.
Rồi.
3 people in the negative team, right?
Yes.
And there's like, oh God. Wait. Okay, I have created the breakout room. So you have, like whoever is not either, a parent or part of the judge, please get in. Right. Văn Minh, what team are you on?
Không, em chỉ tham dự cho vui thôi. Em đang học việc em tham dự rồi thôi. Okay.
So he just observed. Nice. So 5 more minutes, we'll close the room and start the real debate.
We are back.
Glad to know. Okay, so are you all ready? Because you know, the affirmative team seems to be a little short on staff. So Carlos, can you help cover for them one position? Or the affirmative is, you know, fine with having one missing slot? Wait, what?
Fine. It's fine. For
Right.
me, for the other, I don't know.
Right,
It's
very confident. I like that.
No, no, no. Only for me. Only for me. I don't know about Carlos or Destiny.
All right, fine. Carlos, Destiny, what's your opinion on this?
I would just believe on John.
All right, agree with John. Good, very confident. Okay, so the debate topic is, should national park have secluded area? And, you know, by tradition, with all due respect, the affirmative, please go step forward and make your point. Affirmative.
Need help?
Yeah, the affirmative speak first. What you mean, man?
Okay. Destiny, I think it's your turn actually. Hey, Destiny, your turn.
Các bạn hãy nói
Okay. Okay, I will do it. 3 minutes. When will my time start?
Yeah, the time is already ticking. Please speak. I will use your point.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, please. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, imagine yourself as a tiger or an elephant walking in your place and just about some trash throw in your head, or you get some tourists getting in the way. It could just be irritating and it could be polluting your environment. So for those reasons, so today we affirmative believe that national parks should have secluded area. So first, let's get to the important terms. Western national parks is an area of a country that is protected by the government because of its natural beauty or of its special history based on Cambridge Dictionary. And also secluded area is areas that are away from people and busy activities. So we believe that secluded area is a place that every national park must have and make, because they need to protect the living species in the area away from the trash that tourists throw away on their daily trips, and it will be polluting the national park, not being the core use of national park. And also it is that it would have a good place, a natural habitat for the animals after they are reproduced in zoos, or nearly extinct animals that have been reproduced in zoos to have a place to live in the national parks while they are enhancing their population. Second, these areas offers animal more protection from poachers, as less people are allowed to go in rather than rangers and people who go there in there to help the animals like vets. And it could also protect them from tourist crashes, as they would not be throwing many trash when they do not stay there for very long, or they do not stay in there. And lastly, the national parks is the aim to make a better future for animals and plants. But some small national parks are being transmitted into tourist attractions, like some illegal hotels being made in the national park, or that the natural parks have roads to build in for cars, buses to go through, and they could just emit more CO2 emissions, and when they are making the road, it will also damage the local ecosystem. So for those reasons, I believe the secluded area is something really important to the national parks and to the animal in there. Next time when you go to a national park, do not throw any trash and vote for secluded area to be built. So next time you go there, you know that they've done something for the future. Thank you.
Is that all? Do you have-
I think you have 3 minutes.
yes,
and
you exceeded by 4 minutes. Thanks.
Wait, hang on. What? You didn't say that when it started.
You went way over the time limit. Like, I am even trying to, but
Next time, just
you
jump
speak
right
too
in.
much.
Next
I
time,
want a
just
minus
jump right
point,
in.
but now I regret I don't have a place where I can minus point. Okay, so on to the first speaker of the negative team.
Oh, Đăng will be the first. Wait, Đăng, we cannot hear you.
Oh yes, my Wi-Fi is very bad. So
the first speaker, right. The first speaker of the negative team, please come forward.
Me here.
You have 3 minutes. Just don't overdo it.
Okay. So my name is Nguyên. I'm from the negative team. Also, I disagree with the statement of the parks are secluded and that people cannot go playing in the park or going or working with working with their children, or take a picnic too. They cannot play with their pets. Also, that tree will lack in the park, so because many building and some dangerous area for buildings too. So that's all. Alex, you are not turned on the.
Oh, wait. Is that all? Like it's just barely over 1 minute.
Yes, over 1 minute.
Yeah.
Because it's so short.
Don't force yourself. Don't force yourself.
Yes.
Okay. Please wait for a moment to let me grade a bit. Okay, so second speaker of the affirmative, please step up.
So hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Destiny, and I am the second speaker of the affirmative team. And our team believes that national parks should have secluded area. So firstly, the first reason that I think so is that, well, even though national parks might be, some of it might be man-made, most of it is still, most of it is, most of it is still the living habitat of many kinds of flora and fauna. And because of that, there definitely needs to be some off-limit places so that the animals can live peacefully without the disturbance of tourists, because like tourists would all definitely be quite rather curious about the native animals, and they might just start like making them uncomfortable, and it would disturb the animals' lives greatly. And secondly, as I've already said, tourists, like they sometimes don't really take into consideration nature all that well. So they throw trash around a lot. Like, just for me personally, I've seen a lot of people throw trash down to the ground, even in the forest. So without some off-limit places that tourists can't go into, those places will be able to remain clean and unpolluted, and therefore a good place for animals to live. So it's necessary. So the secluded areas are definitely necessary. And thirdly, if there are no off-limit places in a national park, then a lot of companies will be looking to build like structures, just a lot of like hotels, maybe amusement parks, stuff like that, right in the middle of forest. And yeah, that means they will need to cut down the trees, and definitely the wood, and that just like it makes the habitat of the wild animals a lot smaller, and therefore they can't really live like before because they can't roam too far. And finally, a lot of animals are rather dangerous because they have all of those self-defense mechanisms and things. And so if tourists are not careful, they may hurt themselves, and therefore secluded areas would help to prevent this, so that overall like there won't be as many accidents. So that's all my points. Thank you for listening.
Right, thank you. You did a very good job. Right, second speaker of the negative team. Please start your presentation.
So my name is Mary, and I'm the second speaker for the negative team. So I fully disagree to the state that national parks should have a secluded area for these following reasons. Firstly, if we have a secluded area in the national parks, there, like the visitors' experience will be less enjoyable and not fully enjoyable anymore. Because, for example, the secluded area was once a really popular place, and people just keep going in and out a lot of time, and it's damaged. So people decided to ban people from going inside. That totally makes the sense that if we make it as a secluded area, the experience will be less enjoyable, and it will make the national park not as distinctive as before. Well, what about the government? Well, of course, the government will think of a way to develop them. But to be able to develop those areas, financial conditions will again be a problem for government, like something that might affect the government's budget. In addition, it is like, even though the other areas, when they are upgraded, they'll bring a new and fun experience, it's not possible, not 100% possible to make the national park as distinctive as the original. Secondly, I think that banning doesn't make a lot of sense, since as much as we stop people from going inside, our curiosity will arise, and as like children and other people who doesn't really care much about the rules, they will just go in and out as usual. So the banning doesn't make sense much. I rest my case.
Okay, thank you very much. So for the third speaker of the affirmative team, John and Destiny, please sort it out by yourself who will speak for the second time to fill out the third row.
Okay. Mr. Jan. Do you have colors as well?
So Destiny, do you want to speak for the third row?
Well, I guess sure.
Okay, good.
Maybe I will. He has some problems. Maybe I will. Okay.
Okay, so please speak. The timer start in now.
Okay, so everyone, I'm Quang, and today I'm gonna represent the affirmative side, saying that national park should have, saying that national parks should have secluded areas. So imagine yourself going around and you are living in a totally great place with your endangered friends, and the tourists go in, and some poachers use the name of tourists to go in and hunt your friends down. So This is why the national park is a living habitat for many endangered animals and plants. So we need some off-limit places for the animals, for the living species can stay in that they are safe. The negative side may say that the tourists may be just going in and out as they do not know or they are not responsible. No, then we have rangers and their job is to protect these spaces. These are the activities. Secondly, is that the activities where tourists damage damage and polluted drastically the environment as many tourists go around, and when they finish their water bottle, they do not want to carry it all the way home. The national park provided trash bins, but they just throw it on the ground or get some places and have some hole and cover up the hole, and little does they know they're covering up the exit of an animal burrow. And in some and thirdly, in some national parks, people use resources in that area to develop the tourism. They cut down some oak trees so it good to bring other prettier but also more common types of tree into that place, making the species one tree less and one step nearer to extinction. With that, the secluded area is one of the best way for the people to protect the tree, as they do not need to clear the way for roads to be made, and the tourists do not go in there often. And lastly, many endangered animals are very dangerous, like some there's albino tigers or some mountain elephants. They are endangered in many provinces in Vietnam, and some are near to extinction. And when tourists see them, they see, oh, that thing is cute. And when they go, and tourists all over the national park, they can see those animals. The animals may see the tourists as a threat, and they could be ending up with the people being attacked by the animal, which usually for them do not have any chance to protect themselves. Thank you everyone for listening. And next time we go to the national park, please think about the animals there. And national parks must build a secluded area for the animals to be safer and a better place for tourists. Thank you.
Okay, sound much nicer than before. You have grew a bit. So the final speaker of
I know.
the team, please step up and make your argument to the affirmative.
Ben. Hey, Ben 12. Ben.
Ben ơi, con kiểm tra cái mic của con xem nó rất là bé nào. Cái mic của con rất là bé, ngồi sát vào nào, bé quá. Không nghe gì cả, rất là bé nhé, kiểm tra cái loa đi. Kiệt khi hôm sau rút kinh nghiệm là vào là con phải check nhé, con phải check tất cả mic của mọi người, đừng có để mất thời gian với việc này.
Okay. Hi, my name is Ben. I'm on the negative side. So I fully disagree with the statement that national parks should have secluded areas because I think that first of all, secluded areas doesn't bring many benefits. Instead, it can cost a lot of money. Um, the government might use a lot of people's money to build it, and it can cost thousands. Um, Second of all, I believe that having secluded areas might affect the experience of the tourist, because maybe that area was once a popular area of the national park. They can do a bunch of activities like going picnic or camping or something, but now it is turned into the area to protect animals and plants. And then you don't have much to do at the national park, just going around, and that may be really boring. And finally, some animals that were in protective areas like tiger or a lion or something might be very rare or valuable or something. So some people might try to hunt them and sell them for money. If those animals were in the forest, it would be harder to find them and hunt for them.
I'm very sorry to say this, but is it all?
Yes.
All right, thank you. So let the judge have some time to, uh, to uh, rate your debate. So I'm gonna create a breakout room. The room for yeah, all right. How do I open a oh god. Guys, please don't join any. Oh god, I see. Oh. Okay, I'm not good at using Zoom, so of course this will happen. So what you think about, their argument and stuff?
So actually, I think that the affirmative team presents their point like about having a secluded area much better, though like whether it refers to grammar point or like pronunciation, I can say that the negative team, especially Mary, did a very good speech, and I rated her highly. But what refers to the main points of the debate and the cohesion of the topic, like whether we should have secluded areas or not, I think that the affirmative team members, we presented their points like much clearly, and just stating the important like issues related to having secluded areas and what is its importance. So this is what I think. And I have, by the way, tried to grade them like while they were doing their speeches. I just didn't finish with the last speaker of the negative like team.
Well, the last speaker of the negative team, well, I think
right.
that he got, and like one interesting point of how, it's harder to hunt animal when they are roaming around than, while they are gathered. But all in all, he's just pretty meh. Like there's nothing much to his talking.
Yeah, like he didn't really prepare that much. Like it's a last minute preparation.
Yeah, like just one good thing and all others just pretty average.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I would say. Sorry. Wait, my dad is calling me. Sorry.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, I'm back. So I think the affirmative team did a better job, even though Mary pretty much carries the whole team because she has a lot of good points, and I can't really remember of them because of my short-term memory, but overall, I think like affirmative team did a better job, even though it's a 2 against 3, and I thought the negative team would win because first of all, it's a 2 against 3, and second of all, the starting point for the affirmative team is already pretty bad, so it's a twist.
The problem with John is that he is a little too overconfident. Like,
yeah.
So you know that each team was assigned a trainer, right? So
Yeah.
his trainer talked to him and say, "Hey, I'm gonna teach you something like this," and he say, "Well, yeah, damn, I'm gonna teach you that thing back. You don't know as much as me." He write that out, and that's the exact time I knows that, you know, this is not gonna be a good team chemistry.
Yeah.
But you know,
So like,
yeah.
oh, you continue.
No, you continue.
Okay, so this is a small point, but like when Destiny was talking, I had to like a small talk with Mary asking how she was feeling because I think her face gets a bit nervous over time. So I asked her how she was feeling, and she says good and not good at the same time. I asked why, and she said that the affirmative Destiny pretty much carries the whole team, even though it's a 2 against 3, and Mary is just panicking in her head. So yeah.
I mean, yeah, like, okay, so in the affirmative debate, who'd you know, give the highest point to?
I think Destiny.
Me,
I gave him like a 9 out of 10.
I gave him a 7.
Yeah.
So
Also, like again, I'm really sorry.
Wait.
Sorry, the maximum that we can grade is 2, yes? 1 or 2. Like
Yeah.
what? Yeah.
Yeah. So let's do the total score of all of them, and so the negative team, like, they have 15 out of 30 in my, 15 out of 30 by my, by my judgment. 15 out of 30. And for the affirmative team is 19 over 30. So do you think it's fair?
I think it is.
All right. So
like,
how about you?
So I'm still considering John's last, but I think the total of the affirmative team would be 22 out of 30. Like, I'm a bit easygoing.
Okay.
Because I think it's also like their first time for some of them. So
True.
yeah, and wait, so the negative team, I gave them how many again? 17. I think I did a wrong calculation here, so I'm just gonna like give me a second and I will calculate it again. Sorry.
Me too. I need some time to calculate the total score.
Oh yes, take your time, But don't worry, this is an unlimited Zoom. Take your time. Who is Milo Real? Submit them all. Okay, so Miss Tamara, what was your total?
Just a second, just one more minute.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I made a conclusion. Changed it a little bit, but I made a conclusion. I think that the negative team would win because you know, Mary did almost all the job. So I would grade the negative team again. I would grade the negative team 20 and the affirmative team 19 out of 30.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
So you know, Tamara, you are the tiebreaker.
Yeah. So actually, as there were like three speakers from negative like team, like points come out to be much more than for the affirmative team. Like it gets like 26 like for negative, and for the affirmative I have 22. Like maybe I don't know, is it reasonable having like two speakers from one side and three speakers from the other, like because there were only two speakers for the affirmative team.
Okay, so
because if we grade them like this way, like the negative team comes out to be the winner. Like yes, Mary did a good job. I gave like her like the highest rate, but like John and Destiny, they made a good speech too, but with their reasonable like speeches, like points, but the point for the negative team comes out to be higher. Like that's why like 26 against 22.
thank you for your, very professional opinion. So let me do a total. So 38 plus 26 will be going bad at math. 64 out of 90 for the affirmative team. Wow, the negative team will be 42. 57 out of 90 for the negative team. Okay, let's announce the result, should we?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
In in some minutes of grading, we have concluded our judgment. The affirmative team wins 64 out of 90 against the negative team 57 out of 90. Good job, affirmative. Okay, so anybody have, anything to say about the results?
Con hỏi xem là các em có ý kiến gì không?
Yeah,
Con phải nêu lý do không? Con phải nêu cái lý do vì sao đội này thắng, đội kia thắng, luận điểm họ thế nào để họ thuyết phục họ nào?
Yeah. I do think so. I don't think that you need to say that.
You only agree because you win, okay?
No, even I'm in the negative, I would agree. I would agree to disagree.
Okay, so please let Miss Tamara explain, how the affirmative team wins, because, well, she is more professional than me.
Thank you. So first of all, thank you all of you for your participation. It was a very interesting format. I liked how you organized everything, the rating system, the format of the debate, and so the topic is really very interesting. And of course, from one side, it is much easier for the affirmative team to present their points, because of course we all do want and we all do care for the nature and the natural habitat of the animals. Whether if you're that's why I like the points that you presented, the cohesion of your speech, the linking words, your points, everything was quite well organized. So thank you for that. Whether if you're to the negative team, I do want to highlight Mary's speech. Mary, you did a very good job. You carried the whole team with you, and your points were very reasoned, even though I am for secluded areas for the animals and for the flora and fauna life to protect them quite well. So anyway, thanks for your points and thanks for making such a great speech. I think you just lacked a little bit team support, for presenting your, for just insisting on the points that you presented. But anyway, guys, thank you all for your speeches, for your interesting points, for the English that you presented to us today. Hope that you will enjoy doing this kind of great interactive debates in the future as well. Thank you.
Maybe I'll add a column for minusing point too. Just as I put this into practice, I realized that there's a lot of things I must add.
Yes, I think to minus points, it will be a great idea, because we are in a way grading, but some people don't follow the format or the timing, so it will be much fair.
Yeah, and I think I should implement a stopwatch. Just don't know why I forgot all about that. Okay, so with this, we concluded the first ever meeting of the debate club, and let's hope this will not be the very last one. Thank you very much for your participant today.
Cảm ơn các bạn. Thank you Samira, thank you Paul.
Thank you.
Yeah. Chúng ta đừng có buồn nhé, chúng ta không cái này không phải thất bại cá nhân mà thất bại về quan điểm tranh biện thôi, và chúng ta còn có rất là nhiều những cái số để chúng ta có thể luyện tập thêm, và hôm nay có thể thua nhưng làm sao có thể thắng, chúng ta sẽ phải hoàn thiện thêm các kỹ năng, các kiến thức. Cho nên nghĩ là chúng ta thua về bản thân cá nhân như cái gì cả nhé, và không ai thắng cá nhân ai cả, và lần này có thể bạn thắng, lần sau bạn có thể thua. Con thể dịch cho cô với translate cho Tamara.
As my mother just put it, no one is really the loser here. We don't have a solo solo win. We win by logic and arguments. So this time we might win, next time we will not. We have many other debates coming up. So best be ready.
Thank you. Yes, in fact, no one is the loser. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, cảm ơn mọi người nhé. Chúng ta nghỉ thôi. Nếu không ai có ý kiến thì chúng ta nghỉ thôi. Okay.
Okay, so let me end the meeting.
Ổn.
Thank you very much for coming here today.
Bye.